Is this a real vehicle or created by AI? In the previous video, we witnessed how luxury in Monaco reveals itself through presence restraint and quiet confidence. Today, we go deeper into the Monaco luxury lifestyle elite, ladies' rare supercars, and the silent fashion codes that define true status. Do you believe this image reflects how these women truly appear? Comment, silence. If you agree that elegance speaks loudest when it is never performed. Subscribe to the channel to continue exploring the unspoken world of refined power. The most powerful statement in Monaco is often made without a single word. On these streets, elite women do not arrive to be noticed. They arrive because they belong. Their confidence is unhurried, their movements deliberate, shaped by familiarity rather than curiosity. In Monaco, presence replaces performance. A calm posture, a measured step, a composed glance. These details carry more authority than any visible display of wealth. There is no need to announce status when it is already understood by everyone in the room. Conversations remain soft gestures minimal and attention controlled. What defines these women is not what they show, but what they choose to withhold. Restraint becomes a language, and discipline becomes elegance. This quiet assurance sets the tone for everything that follows, because once presence is established, every element around them, from the cars they step out of to the clothes they wear, begins to speak the same silent code, leading us naturally to the next layer of Monaco's refined world. Do you think these concepts will become real cars? In Monaco, the sound of an engine is never an announcement. It is a quiet confirmation. Supercars here do not arrive to impress. They arrive because they belong. Parked along narrow streets or easing effortlessly to the curb, these machines feel integrated into daily life rather than elevated above it. In Monaco, rarity is understood, not explained. Paint finishes are understated specifications. Discreet and customization favors balance over spectacle. Owners step out without ceremony, treating extraordinary engineering as a familiar extension of routine. What matters is not speed or volume, but control how smoothly the car moves, how precisely it stops, how seamlessly it blends into the rhythm of the street. This restraint signals a deeper confidence when access is unlimited. Display becomes unnecessary. The supercar becomes a functional symbol of mastery, not a tool for attention. It reinforces presence without competing for it. And as these vehicles recede into the background, focus naturally shifts from machines to the individuals themselves toward the refined choices in dress and detail that complete the picture. From here, the conversation turns to the silent fashion codes that carry status forward long after the engine has gone quiet. In Monaco, clothing speaks long before conversation begins, and it never raises its voice. The first impression is not created by color or logos, but by proportion, texture, and restraint. Here, elite women dress with an understanding that fashion is a language reserved for those who already know how to read it. Silhouettes are precise, never exaggerated. Fabrics fall naturally chosen for how they move, rather than how they shine. Accessories are minimal, selected for balance, not visibility. In Monaco, style is built on discipline, not trends. Nothing feels accidental, yet nothing feels staged. This is fashion as quiet intelligence, where knowing what not to wear matters more than standing out. The absence of excess becomes the strongest signal of refinement. These choices create an effortless authority that cannot be copied through imitation alone. And once the codes of dress are understood, attention naturally shifts beyond appearance to movement, timing, and the subtle rituals that follow. Before we move into how arrivals themselves become a form of social language, share your perspective below. Comment. Silence. If you believe true elegance is most powerful when it refuses to explain itself. In Monaco, arrival is never accidental. It is a carefully understood ritual. The moment a car slows to the curb, time seems to narrow, and every movement carries intention. Doors open without urgency. A pause follows. Then, a measured step onto the pavement, calm and composed, as if the space itself has been waiting. In Monaco, these entrances are not performances for an audience, but confirmations of belonging. There is no scanning of the surroundings, no adjustment for attention. Posture remains steady, gestures minimal, and expressions controlled. Even silence plays a role, allowing presence to settle before motion resumes. Observers may notice how nothing is rushed because nothing needs to be. These rituals communicate hierarchy without words and confidence without display. Each arrival reinforces an unspoken agreement status is recognized, not announced. What follows is just as important as the moment itself. The brief exchange of glances, the subtle alignment of pace, the seamless continuation forward. And as these women move away from the curb and into the flow of the street, another layer begins to reveal itself, how body language and social intelligence quietly govern every interaction that comes next.
How are you? Thank you very much. Love the
Before conversation begins in Monaco, understanding has already taken place. A brief glance, a subtle shift in posture, a controlled pause. These signals carry more meaning than extended dialogue. The elite here communicate through precision rather than volume. Movements are economical gestures, intentional, never exaggerated. In Monaco, social intelligence is measured by how well one reads the room and adapts without effort. Distance is respected. Timing is exact. Even silence is used strategically, allowing confidence to settle before action follows. There is no need to dominate a space when presence already defines it. Conversations flow softly, often in pairs or small groups, guided by mutual awareness rather than assertion. This fluency in nonverbal language reflects long familiarity with high-level environments where missteps are noticed instantly and refinement is expected. What appears effortless is in fact deeply practiced. These women move through social settings with a calm authority that reshapes interactions around them, setting the tone without instruction. And once this layer of intelligence is recognized, it becomes clear that wealth in Monaco is not merely possessed, it is structured into daily life itself. From here, we move toward understanding how luxury transforms from an asset into a seamless infrastructure that supports every moment.
Hola, hello madam.
In Monaco, wealth does not interrupt life, it organizes it. The true distinction here is not what is owned, but how seamlessly everything works. From the moment the day begins, comfort, precision, and efficiency are quietly in place, requiring no attention and no adjustment. In Monaco, luxury functions like infrastructure, invisible when perfected, immediately noticeable only when absent. Services anticipate rather than respond. Schedules flow without friction. Even movement through the city feels calibrated, supported by an environment designed to remove distraction. This allows focus to shift inward toward relationships, decisions, and presence, rather than outward toward logistics. Wealth here is not an event to be celebrated. It is a system that sustains calm. Over time, this normalization of access reshapes behavior. Patience replaces urgency. Precision replaces excess. What outsiders might label extraordinary becomes simply how things are done. This is why nothing feels rushed and nothing feels forced. When luxury becomes routine, it frees attention for higher-order signals of status, discipline, restraint, and control. And as this structure fades into the background, the final layer begins to emerge, the quiet power that remains when nothing needs to be proven, explained, or displayed. The highest form of power in Monaco is the kind that never asks to be recognized. It moves calmly, settles quietly, and leaves no trace of effort behind. Here, influence is not expressed through dominance or display, but through certainty and unspoken assurance that everything is already in place. In Monaco, this quiet power reveals itself in composure, in the refusal to rush in, the confidence to remain understated. There is no urgency to explain success, no impulse to validate status. Presence alone is sufficient. This restraint creates a rare atmosphere where authority feels natural rather than asserted, and elegance feels inevitable rather than constructed. What remains is a sense of control that does not seek approval, only continuity. In this world, true status is not something you demonstrate. It is something others instinctively recognize long before a word is spoken. As we close this journey through Monaco, one truth becomes clear, chérie. Here is not about display, but about discipline, presence, and quiet control. From elite women to supercars and silent fashion codes, everything reflects confidence without explanation. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you believe true elegance is strongest when it remains understated? Comment. Silence. If this philosophy resonates with you, if you enjoyed this perspective, please like the video and subscribe for more refined stories ahead. Thank you for watching, and welcome back anytime. Hello everyone, this is our team. Here is our content creator, and here is our editor. We work day and night to deliver the best possible videos for you. We truly appreciate your support. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Thank you for being with us.